Hello everyone. I am Akash and I create AR filters for Instagram and Facebook. So this is how I started my AR journey. Actually, it's a very AR basically augmented reality is a next big thing for the world and for the internet world actually. So when I was in school technically, and I was school when we introduced a new uh, thing called social media. So see, AR and VR and augmented reality all are linked with social media. Web 2 actually, what we are calling here is a web 2 thing, and what we are going in near future, it is web 3. AR, VR, augmented reality, they are connected with web 2, but they are the web 3 thing that what we have to learn right now. Okay, so when I was scrolling through social media, but basically I'm an social media marketer, and I do sort of advertising and all that for on social media for brands. And while I was experimenting all the new things on social media, how this thing works and what are the new things that we can do with brands on social media, I discovered that uh, social media nowadays if we are talking about past in 2014, 15, 16, the social media reach was so very good that you don't have to pay on social media to get reach on that level. But right now social media reach and all the marketing reach are declining every day. And not just that, even the user experience are getting very very bad right now with so many ads. Whenever you open social media or any kind of websites, and you should see that so many ads are coming out, right? So it impacts the social media users and their experiments experience on social media. So I was just experimenting on social media, that how we can go new experiment new things on social media, and how we can reach new new boundaries on social media, new customers on social media for brands. And while I was experimenting all this, I came up with augmented reality AR filters on Instagram, and it just hooked me. See, because when I'm talking about AR, it's augmented reality. See, augmented reality, virtual reality, metaverse, these all things are interrelated with each other. So when I'm talking about AR, it's just what we are seeing right now. It's very early stage AR, and it's what we are seeing right now. It's just what's a tip of the iceberg, and there is so much of unexplored ways or unexplored things that we need to explore, because it's a web 3 thing, right? And while I was experimenting all this on social media, I came up with I just discovered the AR thing. And when I was discovering AR, I find out that you know augmented reality on social media right now is so unexplored that 90% of people don't know about it, and even the brands, they are don't know about it. So I am just I try to create some social media experiments experiences for myself, and it's just blown away my mind. And there's so many things that we can do with social media, right? And if I speak about myself, my journey, so as I told you earlier, that social media is now changing. Social media is not that social media that we are using right now. It's changing, and it will change within coming few years. It will You will see that social media and the way we experience social media, will be totally changed. So and the main that we are experiencing right now, the augmented reality, 90% of you maybe don't know, 90% of people don't realizing this thing, that the web 2 is already changing into web 3. It's not already, it's not too late, or it's not too fast. It's the right time that we are changing. You need to adapt the changes right now. So here we are. And Experience, I think, see, technically, if you are a creator or a brand or a business on social media, you see, you need to know that AR is giving everything that you want right now, because social media reach, experience, user interaction, that everything that you are paying on social media to get, it will, augmented reality or AR VR experience will give you for free. Not just free, I mean, give you whole lot of things. And I think better than the traditional advertising or traditional ads on social media. It will give you more power and more experience, and more capabilities, more consumers to use this experience, and it will help you to reach more customers. So technically, as a business perspective, I would say AR, VR, augmented reality, virtual reality, metaverse would be the best thing that happened in this years. And what we can experimenting right now, see, all these things are experimenting, we are experimenting right now on augmented reality, virtual reality, all that. But if we talk about the mm, future, I will talk about it later, but future is very bright on this field. And technically, all the businesses will need this augmented reality sort of thing. And now I will show you some of my experience. See, when I was experimenting on social media on augmented reality and virtual reality, all these things, so I came up with software called Spark AR, where I created some filters. First few filters I created for myself, because I was experimenting and I have no idea how this things work. So I created for myself, and then when I used to the interface, and when I realized that so a whole lot of things are so great, and I just started creating lots of filter. And the last competition that happened a few months ago, and I won some prizes as well. So I will show you some of my filters here, what I created. So let's start with this. Here you can see the interface of Spark AR, where I created this augmented reality filter. And if you can see here, well, let me give you a better view how this thing works. Okay, so we can wait. So now, as you can see here, I just created this uh, experience that is called alien helmet experience. What I say, actually. So see how I created this filter. It's a very basic filter, but the technicalities what we use here is see, this thing called patch editor, where use patches to create experience. So here I created this filter using these patches for experience. And when you use this filter, you will see that when you nod your head, it will automatically open, and when you shake your head, it will close. So this is what the filter is. And with when you talking using this filter, use it will blown some noises here, as you can see here. Whenever you open your mouth, it will you know blown some sort of what say foggy thing, noise, or smoke, right? So as you can see here, so it is not that much complicated. But when you starting augmented reality, or when you're starting your journey on AR, I would say you must understand the basics of augmented reality, or the basics of Spark AR. If you are talking about the Spark AR, that is the most user friendly and most one of the most easiest software to use, because all of the softwares are very advanced, and it is the very basic and useful software to getting started for getting started on augmented reality. So if you are new here, you must understand the basics. Without knowing the basics, you can't see. So understand. So how I created this filter. So see here, first of all you need to find the face. Where what I used here is the military helmet, on a military helmet that I created here. The first thing I created is, you need to create, that is face tracker and head occluder. See, face tracker is very important, because the whole thing that you are experiencing here, the experience is built over your head. So it's very important to use face tracker and head occluder to use this filter, to create this filter. So, and then I added some patches for animation. As you can see, when if I reload this, you can see when this man nod his head, it will automatically open like this, right? So how this thing happen? When this thing happen, because of the animation. So here is the animation that I created with it. So, and here are a few animation that shake head, and so many animation that I created with it. So, and see, here is a face finder, another face tracker I used because of this what say eyes. So so basically I used three things here without the patch. The first thing, that is face tracker for the face to create the helmet. Second, the head occluder, that that created the whole 3D scenario of your head, so that the helmet fits better with your head, with the user head. And next, the hornet, the helmet, which is very important, because the helmet is the main thing that people are using here. Next, face mask and all that. And second, another face tracker is used because of this eyes. See, where the eyes are glowing, right? So the glowing effect I created here with the shader and all this, as you can see here, if I SDF scale and union. So SDF is the thing that you can use, but it's not very beginner friendly. So you have to create some few filters before you understand this, how these things works, right? So yeah, so this is one of my filter which I used here. And if I tell you that here's another filter that I created, if I can show you. So as you can see here, see, this is another filter which I created for Egg Villain Returns. So Egg Villain Returns, the movie just came out a few weeks ago. And I created this filter for the film. Here you can see that the surface of the screen is divided with two parts. Whenever you smile, it will automatically show you the first part and the second part. The first part, where I created this black and white scene, and the face with the mask, right? Here you can see the mask and the head with the black and white background. And now another part where I just use nothing, because that's the normal part, and that's the right, and your left side is the part where you can see your face with a what's it, helmet, not helmet right, it's a um, mask. So whenever you smile, the mask and the face tracker will automatically open and automatically trigger, and it will show you. See, here I also use this patches to create this filter, because all the filters you are using here are user friendly, interactive. And whenever you trying to interact with your filter with the user, so you need to use patches for that, right? So I used here some patches, skin render pass, and camera texture to create this division. And here are some poster that writing here, and the all the things that you can see whenever he smiles, this whole things come up with slightly delay effect. So how I created this with this swizzle effect pack, right? So these are the few effects that I created here, and I hope you guys like it. And see, the whole thing are very basic thing, but what you have to do, you need to learn the basics first, because all the things that I show you today are not for very beginner friendly. It's it's a very not that easy, but you can create this filter easily with if you understand the basics of the spark here. So I hope you guys like it, and you can try this filter by yourself. And if I talk about the future right now, the augmented reality is the most powerful business tool that gives users an interactive experience of the real world environment. And I think what we are seeing right now is just the tip of the iceberg, as I told you earlier. When web 2 came, it changes our traditional shopping experience and traditional process of making friends. When previously we used to make friends by face to face, by going by schools friend. But right now we are making friends by just clicking add friend right on Facebook, on Instagram, on whatever social media you're using. So these are the changes that web 2 made. But right now, if we are talking about the web 3, the changes, the future is so real. See, the web 3 in the near future will totally change how people online shop, how people interact, and how people it will also change the traditional marketing process. And near future, AR or creator, AR VR creator will be in demand for every business. So I think the future is very bright for the AR VR creators, right? Because the augmented reality, virtual reality is very new thing for the people who don't understand, who don't know. But it's a game changer for the web, for the near future. So if you are new here, you must learn. If you are new, if you love to create something, if you love to explore the new technologies, you must learn AR is the process. I would say it's the first step of to the metaverse. So AR, VR, XR, metaverse, these are the process that you can learn, and you can master with it. So these are the few things that I hope you guys understand, and I know. So basics are very important for this augmented reality, virtuality. And I think there is something that we must know, because web 3 is the future, and augmented reality, virtual reality, and all sort of the metaverse thing are real. So it's very important to learn these things before it's become too late. So I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys understand and create all the user experience, and learn SparkYard. SparkYard is basically very easy to use, easy to understand. So you can try your hands on SparkYard and create immersive experience for yourself and for your followers, for your business, and all that.